born in Pasadena. I had pretty well-to-do parents. I eventually became addicted to crystal meth and alcohol and pot. It was the worst downward spiral of my life. It culminated in losing jobs, losing my house, and ending up on the street. If someone were to ask me, did you think a year from when you moved into Bishop Gooden you were going to have this, you're going to run LA Marathon and qualify for Boston and all this, I would have said, hell no.
Running is a solitary sport, a metaphor for the journey into sobriety and recovery. You have to do it yourself, but you don't have to do it alone. Bishop Gooden Home offers a healthy, safe environment where men reclaim their lives from the grips of an unrelenting disease, alcoholism and drug addiction. Founded in 1962 by Episcopal Bishop Robert Gooden, the home is an extended care residential treatment program for men. While many residents find their first experience of sobriety at Bishop Gooden Home, quite a few come from primary care or inpatient treatment, locally or from across the nation.
When I was using, my responsibility was getting drugs and not getting found out, and getting money to get drugs, and that was it, that was my responsibility. Everything else went by the wayside. No, the responsibilities I have now are real life responsibilities,
The Bishop Gooden campus in Pasadena is comprised of 3 houses. The recently renovated main house built in 1894, another Craftsman home across the street, and the Hockman House located 3 blocks north. Altogether, there are 41 beds between extended care treatment and the less structured sober living.
I have this haven, this sanctuary where I can come back to and process the day and talk to people who have been through the same thing that I'm going through. And just that, I'm just learning life skills, living skills here, and they're helping me with that.
While no one will argue the difficulty of recovery, there is an air of freedom at Bishop Gooden Home that echoes a respect for and empowerment of the individual resident. There is obvious structure. Residents attend meetings and group sessions, but responsibility rests solely on the residents themselves.
It's people that know what you're talking about. It's people that know what you're going through, what you're thinking, and it's definitely, that's, I think, the purpose of the house is just to get that kind of support group when you're trying to get back on your feet.
What kept me sober was a combination of things. A combination of living with people who were on that same path, trying to stay sober and having someone that you can actually sit down and have those real corny conversations with, the kind you really don't want to admit to later. But, dude, I'm feeling like this. And, guys just don't share those kind of feelings, and you don't talk really openly about it.
It's allowed me the time to develop feelings and that I'd never felt before, and emotions, because I'd been medicating them for so long that, happiness, sadness, anger, loneliness, all of those, I had no idea really what they meant.
Residents are nurtured in all aspects of their lives. Group and family therapy help repair relationships and explore new avenues of communication. Individual counseling leads to honest self-examination and awareness, and daily exercise and nutritious meals help mend the body.
So we prepare people for moving back into their family and back into the workplace by having a family group where the family members also learn about the disease of addiction and how they can begin to heal.
Group and one-on-one sessions proactively assist individuals to develop a deeper spiritual connection, regardless of denomination.
I think it's important to note that our program is not a religious-based house. It's for all people of all faith, people that are agnostic. It's just for people that are willing to make a change in their lives. It's for people that are tired and sick of living the way they were living.
There are 3 levels of care: extended care day track for the non-employed, extended care evening track for working residents, and the 3rd level, sober living, which is less structured than extended care. The accomplished staff includes certified chemical dependency counselors, family therapists, and clergy.
The staff has been phenomenal. Their doors are always open. They put in long hours and really care about the patients. You can tell that.
Bishop Gooden Home is a nonprofit organization, and its mission is to provide quality alcohol and drug treatment for a very affordable fee to the resident. In order to keep the fee low and yet meet expenses, the board, volunteers, and staff work hard at fundraising. Close to 45% of expenses are met through contributions from generous donors. Bishop Gooden Home has also taken an extra step in creating additional financial support.
Bishop Gooden has a catering business called Gooden Delicious, and it's been really great for some of the guys like myself in the house who have not found full-time employment. People are depending on me, and I need to be reliable, where I've never been reliable before. And those little small kudos that you get for even just doing a small catering job, it does build on the self-esteem that has been just destroyed before you got here.
Virtually everywhere residents look, there is evidence of Bishop Gooden's achievements. First-year anniversaries of sobriety are commemorated with the presentation of a mug, inscribed with the man's name and sobriety date. Mugs are displayed alongside hundreds of others dating back to 1964, a constant reminder of the strength and spiritual vitality of the program.
Just walking around, looking at the cups that they have up on the walls just shows goes back 40 years. And it's just amazing how much history is in this house.
There's a long line of people, and many of whom the resident will never ever meet, but over 5,000 people who've found lasting sobriety or the beginning of lasting sobriety in this house.
More than a dozen alumni stop by every day for a cup of coffee, a meal, or conversation, offering residents a very tangible human reinforcement of the program's success.
You know, there's a saying in the program that in order to keep it, you have to give it away. So you sit down with some of the people who are residents in here now and try to share your experience, strength, and hope, and find out where they're coming from and what kind of help they need and what they're feeling. And that kind of reminds you where you came from, what you went through. So they benefit, you benefit.
I love coming back and talking to residents, or talking to people that have less time, people that have more time, because today is my day to stay sober.
Many have contributed financially to ensure the continued efforts of Bishop Gooden Home. Some contribute to an endowment fund, which helps to see that everyone is considered for admission, regardless of financial means.
The strength of Bishop Gooden is their ability to deal with everyone on an individual basis.
This isn't just Bishop Gooden, this is my house. And because of a piece of me is here.
Like when you walk through the door here, it's like a weight is released off your shoulders.
It is truly a place that changes lives.
I have my whole life ahead of me. I have thousands of opportunities, so much things that I can do. I have dreams and I have aspirations and I have goals that I once thought were impossible and now are definitely within reach.
For those who are struggling personally with the disease of alcoholism and addiction, Bishop Gooden Home can be a stop on your journey that may change your life.